Hi, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you my go-to no foundation summer makeup look. This is one of my favorite makeup looks to wear all summer. It's perfect, it's lightweight, and it's really easy to achieve. So let's get into it. The first step to this makeup look is actually skincare, and the main thing, which I think is the most important, is exfoliating your skin before you do this. Since I'm not wearing any foundation, I want my skin to be as smooth as I can possibly get it. So exfoliating before you do this makeup, I think makes the biggest difference. The exfoliator that I use is this one by Dermatology. It's the Microdermabrasion Scrub. That is what it looks like. I got it on Amazon. I will link it down below. You can use any exfoliator that you have. This is just the one that I use, and kind of has the texture of like sand, like there's little beads in there. And I feel like it just really helps to get all the dead skin off my face. So for me, that's the most important part of this makeup look, because since we're not wearing foundation, the skin is everything. And then after I exfoliate, I always moisturize. I have really dry skin, so it's really important for me to always moisturize after I put anything on my face. So I'm just going in with the Bubble Power Wave Moisturizer and putting that all over. Especially on my forehead. My forehead has been so dry. And I always add eye cream as well, just because I want my under eyes to be as hydrated as possible too. So I'm going in with the Inkey List Caffeine Eye Cream. This is just a great everyday eye cream and kind of wakes up your under eyes. I'm going to clip my hair back just for this makeup look so that it stays out of my way. Now starting with makeup products, first thing I'm going in with is primer, and I always use some sort of glowy primer. My favorite one is from Hiii. It is the Glowy Super Gel in the shade Star Glow. I'm almost out of this. It's just a little travel size one. I need to get a big version of this, but I take about that much and just put that all over my face to give me even more glow. I feel like it just makes your skin look very hydrated and healthy. It's not sparkly or anything, if that makes sense. And then I always take a little bit more, and I just put that on like my under eye area and like my cheeks, just to give that area even extra glowiness. Moving on, I like to go in with bronzer. The one I'm using today is from Hiii as well. This is their, I think it's the Sun Melt Bronzing Cream, but mine's all worn off. I'll link the one that I have down below though. I wish that I had like a more glowy bronzer, like a shimmery bronzer, but I don't. This one is my dewiest one, so that's why I like to use this, because it just kind of like melts into your skin. So I take this on this dual-ended complexion brush from e.l.f. I always take the big side, and then I dip into the product and place that around my face where I normally put like my bronzer or my contour. And then I do like to add it to my eyelids as well to give those some depth. And I do take the small side and just kind of contour my nose a little bit. And I always bring it up to the inner corner of my eye to connect all of it together. Once the bronzer's on, then I like to go in and do my under eyes. I probably should have spot concealed my acne first, but I'll go back over my cheeks with the bronzer as needed. But the first thing I'm going to do is go in with the Palladio Under Eye Brightener, and I'm going to put that just directly under my under eyes and then blend that in with my finger. I think my finger works better than any brush, to be honest. I feel like this product just melts into your skin when you use your finger. So if you have a product like this, I recommend trying to apply it with your finger because it works a lot better. Now I'm going to go in with my concealer, which is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. And honestly, I feel like if I was in a hurry, I would just do the bronzer and the under eye brightener. I wouldn't even go in with concealer, but for this look, I do like some extra coverage, so that's why I do apply concealer as well. I'm going to spot conceal with this a little bit, and then also I will apply some of it under my under eyes, just a little bit. And I like to put it down lower in this area so it's not like directly in like the corner of my eye, if that makes sense. To blend out the concealer, I'm using my normal concealer brush. Now I'm going to add just a little bit more bronzer to my cheeks since I kind of covered them up a little bit with the concealer. I do like to add blush to this look just to give my face a little bit more color. I feel like the concealer sometimes kind of like washes everything out, so sometimes you need just a little bit of blush to kind of blend everything together. I usually like to go with a very natural colored blush, so the one I'm using today is also from Hiii. It is their Dewy Blush in the shade Lady. So what I do is I just take some of this on the back of my hand, and then I take my blush brush, dip it into the product, and then apply it from there. And I like to layer that kind of right in between the concealer and the bronzer. And I always put some on my nose too. For my favorite part of the makeup look, we have highlighter. I think this is the most important step as far as makeup goes because this is what really makes your skin look, I feel like, very hydrated and glowy and healthy. So that's why I like doing it. I always use a cream highlighter. The one I'm using today is from Smashbox. It is just this like cream stick highlighter. It's this champagne shade. You can use any cream highlighter that you have. I don't think they make this one anymore, but I know there's a lot of brands that make cream highlighters. I think Wet n Wild has a good one. I know NYX has some. And then there's a lot of high-end brands that have them too. But anyway, I just take this on my brush and I start applying that all over my face. I focus it on the highest point of my cheekbones because this is what's going to make your face look lifted when you highlight the high parts of your face. So it also will give you that like snatched effect as well. And then I do it on my brow bone, on the top and bottom. And then my nose, of course, too. And then I like to take this little tiny brush and do the inner corner of my eyes too, just to make that area pop. For my eyes, I'm doing my eyebrows first. I'm going to fill them in just a little bit with the e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pencil. This is in the deep brown shade. I'm mainly just filling in the bare spots on like the outer half of my eyebrows. And then I always take the spoolie side and just kind of blend that out. Once they're filled in, I like to go in with brow gel, and I'm using NYX the Brow Glue. This is my normal brow gel that I use pretty much every single day. forgot one last complexion step. I am going to set my under eyes just a little bit with this translucent setting powder. And I'm just going to do it with this small brush and lightly just spot set my under eyes where I added the concealer, just to make sure that that doesn't like crease too much. And then I add a little bit to my T-zone as well. Back to the eyes, I am going in with mascara today. I don't need to curl my lashes first though, because I recently got a lash lift, so they're already curled, but I am going to put mascara on because I want my eyelashes to pop. So I'm using the e.l.f. Lash and Roll just in the black shade, and I am going to apply a generous amount of mascara. And I got that on my skin. This look would also look good with fake lashes if you like wearing those. Or if you wanted to do like individual lashes on the outer edges of your eyelashes, that would look cute too. But I don't have any individual lashes, so I'm not doing that today. And then I also do my bottom lashes too. Last step is lips, and I do like to keep it pretty natural, so I'm going in with this Hiii Beauty lip liner in the shade Taupe. It's just a nude shade that I like to use. It's pretty like similar to my normal lip color, so it's not anything too crazy. So just outline my lips, and then I take my finger and just kind of blend that in. And to top it off, this product can vary with this look. Today I want to go with something shimmery just to kind of make my lips pop. So I'm using this e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil. It's a plumping lip oil, and this is in the shade Piggy Bank. It's just this really sparkly pink color, and it's really cute. So adding that. Okay, and that completes my no foundation summer makeup look. And like I said earlier, this is pretty much my go-to during the summer because it's very lightweight. It doesn't take a lot of time because you're skipping the foundation step. And all the other products are very bronzy and glowy, which is honestly like the perfect combination for the summertime. So I love this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!